Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of air. So if you're Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of December the 16th through the 18th, 2022. Alright, so I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general. So they may or may not resonate, but hopefully get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to email me for a price list if you don't have it already. If you want to reach me by phone, it's a separate process, so make sure you're first registered at Paid Communications. Request your call back. If I don't get back to you that day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. Also, be sure to check me out on Patreon for monthly Venus sign readings, and check me out on TikTok. All right, so we have the overall energy as the Sun. We have the Moon. We have the Two of Cups. We've got the Five of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Ten of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. All right, so I feel like the overall energy, I feel like you guys are going to be very excited about something, or you're very happy about some things. And it definitely seems like you could be in a celebratory mood. I feel that something's going on that's making you feel alive or renewed. And you also seem like you're being encouraged to tell the truth, or being encouraged to just be yourself. Because it does seem like maybe there's a lot of things that you've been covering up or hiding. I also feel that you've been having a hard time finding people that you trust or feel connected to. And there's some things too that maybe you've been afraid of, or dealing with a lot of anxieties, living in your head and having like a negative thought process. And I feel like any type of insecurities or doubts that you've been having, that energy is going to be released. I feel like something's going away. It also seems that if there's anything that you've been afraid to do, maybe you feel like now you're ready to face one of your fears or insecurities head on. So I feel like you also have like this opportunity in front of you. And for some of you too, I feel like there's an opportunity for change on the way. You guys are also going to be getting like a lot of recognition or attention this week. I feel like it's positive attention, but you also seem maybe a little uncomfortable. I don't know if you're feeling like you're being criticized, but I feel like all this attention is just making you a little uncomfortable. And then too, I'm getting a little bit of conflicting energy, because at some points you seem very confident and very sure of yourself. And then maybe something happens where you feel like, well, maybe I need to hold back, or maybe I was too open or too honest about something. And so it causes you to go back in. I do feel like maybe people could cause you to question your truth. People may also question your intuition. You also may be the one being critical about yourself or your intuition. But I feel that the insecurities and the doubt that, that you're going to have to overcome that. I feel like you also just need to trust your first mind, because I feel like that first initial gut feeling that you have is something that you're needing to do or is the truth. But when you doubt that, that's what makes you have anxiety and, start overthinking things and things of that sort. You might have like a creative opportunity being presented to you. You might have an opportunity to chase or pursue a dream. Yeah. You still might have some obstacles, or maybe some people are telling you you can't do this, or, just questioning whether or not you're making the right decision. I feel like people are questioning you or challenging you after you feel initial confidence, after you make some sort of decision. People might try you a little bit. But if this is something that you're really wanting to do, then I feel like you're needing to just go for it or continue to push yourself. But you do seem driven or motivated or optimistic about some things. There may be some roadblocks, but I don't feel like it's anything that you can't handle or overcome. So I also feel that someone is being pressured, or like you're being put under a lot of pressure. Your soul is being put under a lot of pressure. And I mean, I'm getting like that terminology of, when you apply enough pressure to a lump of coal, out comes a diamond. And I kind of feel like that is what is happening. So I guess in a spiritual sense, it's like the things that you've been going through has been like forcing you to become like this diamond, forcing you to be your best. So I do feel that there's going to be some sort of satisfactory outcome after, difficulties. You also could be experiencing some sort of tough love, or maybe you're the one pressuring someone so that they could be the best. Now, in a love situation, I definitely see soulmate energy. I feel like there is someone around you in your presence. Even if you haven't met them yet, I feel like maybe they're near. Maybe you've been dreaming about this person. So I feel like there is someone in your energy field. There's someone that you're connecting to. And matter of fact, those of you that are empaths or have any type of psychic ability, I do feel like maybe you've been dreaming about somebody, or just being in a relationship, period, or having like a lot of love related dreams. And I feel that is because your soulmate is near. Especially every time I get, I love seeing sun and moon out together, because that is just like yin and yang to me. I feel that whoever is in your presence or on the way, you guys are going to complement each other. I feel that you both have something to offer. You balance each other. I feel that they could bring out the best in you. You can bring out the best in them. You both can help each other to see the shadowy parts of your soul. And it's like you are going to feel like you've met your best friend, or someone that you genuinely have like a strong emotional bond or connection to. And I feel like, initially you might be afraid to love this person. And it could be many reasons why. I feel like it's more about maybe thinking something's too good to be true, or getting triggered, abandonment issues getting triggered, or trust issues. But yeah, I feel like you guys are connecting. I feel like there's someone who's gonna also push you out of your comfort zone, or you guys are pushing each other. Yeah. So it seems like someone's also trying to get your attention, or maybe someone's trying to push your buttons. I feel like maybe they're just wanting some sort of reaction out of you, or you could be the one doing this. It also has that same energy as two people who are attracted to one another but try to resist it or fight it at first. I feel that there is a lot of tension or passion building up, but then it's followed by a moment of peace and clarity. I feel like after something gets started, like I said, something is very passionate, and then it's like you have to withdraw and go back into your headspace to clear your mind. And it does seem like something's happening where you are needing to prepare. You need to be mentally prepared to handle the burden of a relationship. Now, if it is not a relationship, you are getting ready to take on the burden of something. So going back to if this is some sort of dream job or career, I do feel like you need to be ready because it's going to take a lot of pressure. And you need to be strong enough to handle all the pressures that are going to be put on you. And at some points, it's going to seem like you're going fighting some sort of uphill battle. But I feel that at some point there is going to be a breaking point, but you're being encouraged to keep pushing to the end. And then there's going to be a breakthrough. So I do feel that you are going to understand why something had to happen and realize that something was worth it. You also are coming off as someone who can handle only so much, and then you got to go into timeout or take a break. And then you go back at it, and then you're like, okay, I need another break. I feel that could be describing how someone's personality is for you too. So somebody might have a huge personality, and so when you're interacting with them, you're like, oh my God, this is exhausting. This person's a lot. And so you go and retreat, and then you kind of feel like, okay, I'm ready to talk to them. I can take on some more of this person's energy now. So I feel like maybe you can only handle somebody in doses. But they also could be viewing you this way. I feel that your empathic abilities are going to be heightened this weekend. You might be having a lot of lucid dreams. You might have some premonitions. You might be very sensitive to the emotions of others around you. I keep getting something about getting too much attention makes you uncomfortable. even if it's positive attention, it's like making you a little uncomfortable. Because I feel like the overall energy is also talking about reaching some sort of level of success. You also might feel like you have a sense of purpose, or like you understand your purpose now. Something may give you meaning. Going back to a love situation, I feel that there's someone who keeps getting cold feet. They feel connected to you, and every time they get ready to come forward, something happens where they get cold feet, and they just start feeling insecure. And this person needs to push themselves. They need to get out of their comfort zone. If this person is someone who normally gets like a lot of attention and they usually don't have to work for what they want, this would be very uncomfortable for this person, because normally, and usually I get this energy if someone is either famous or very attractive or very popular. It just seems like they don't normally have to pursue, or whatever. People are always pursuing them. So this is a situation where it's like, oh, well, this person is not the same. They're different. So it's making me feel some type of way, like, and they're not coming after me. So now I'm being feeling uncomfortable and having to say something to them. So I feel like this person from afar is needing to push themselves to, talk to you, and they're struggling to overcome some sort of insecurities here. I feel that someone's also pretending, in a sense, or finding clever ways to engage you. They're like, okay, well, I saw that they were talking about this on their post. I'm going to reach out to them and mention this because I know they talked about this. So I feel like someone is trying to engage you in conversation indirectly. It's like they're starting off trying to be a friend. Now, also, you might not trust someone because of that. Like you might be picking up the wrong thing. Like you're picking up that this person has another agenda, which is maybe because they do just want to get to know you, but they're figuring that they have to pretend or wear a mask in order to get to know you. And I feel like what you're picking up on, if you're an empath, is the mask. And you're like, this person's, something's going on. And so I feel like the minute this person would be truthful or honest would put you at ease. And, you would feel like, okay, that's why I was feeling funny about this person. Something may have been revealed this past full moon as well. I feel like maybe a secret came out. Career-wise, I feel like some of you have been trying to work on something in secret. And I don't know, it seems like you're preparing to be rejected, or like you're preparing for the worst. Like it's more so like you're being realistic. You're like, well, I'd love to be doing this, but I know that's a reach. So, we'll see. So it's kind of like you're intentionally not trying to put too much focus on it. It's more like if it happens, it happens. For some of you, I feel like you are unhappy about something, but you're keeping it a secret. For some of you, I feel like it's about work or career. Could be about finances. For others of you, it has something to do with loneliness. I feel like somebody keeps thinking about some sort of missed opportunity. I heard, oh no, I forgot to feed the cat. So I don't know if somebody has a cat that they forgot to leave food out for while they were away. I feel like you are also maybe keeping yourself very busy or distracted because you're trying to avoid thinking about what you really want to think about. It's like if you sit still for too long, some sort of past memories or thoughts are going to start to surface. And I feel like in order to avoid that, you are keeping yourself very active, very busy. Someone is also thinking or overthinking how they should approach you. Okay, I feel like somebody is like, this is my chance. This is the right time. So in a love pursuit, I feel like there could be someone that feels like this is the right time to pursue you, or unless you're the pursuer. Career-wise, it just seems like the right time. You're like, oh, I should do this now. Now is the time I should do this or that. Now is the time I should respond to this, that, and the other. I just see you moving forward on some sort of opportunity. You also could get paid for writing or speaking. I feel like you could get paid for anything that is creative or inspirational. If you're wanting to be an influencer, I feel like that would be a good option for you. I feel like somebody is being paid to entertain or paid for any type of skill or gift. You might find that something takes off pretty fast too. Like if you've been putting off starting some sort of business or making your website live, it's like the minute you do it, you hears all this traffic coming. You're like, oh my God, I didn't know I was going to get all these followers. I didn't know all this traffic was going to come to my website. I didn't know I was going to get so many orders in the first day. Like something's going on where I feel that it could take off kind of quickly for you. And then even if things do slow down, it's going to give you some time to figure out what needs to be ironed out. All right, so let's move on to the energy cards. All right, what additional messages are there for air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You have the Temple Path, financial constraints, walking away, overall energy, woman holding a heart. Okay, so it does seem like maybe something is calling out to you. You're being called to leave a situation, to let something go, and to go on like in a new direction, or to follow this particular path. Something may be a part of your spirituality. I hate to say it, but for some of you, maybe it is meant for you to experience some sort of emptiness, loss, so that you can appreciate something more once you have it. So I feel like maybe something was all part of the plan. You also may feel like it's time for you to walk away from a situation. Maybe because you feel like something isn't worth it, or like you're not being paid enough, you're not getting enough attention. There's just a sense of emptiness and or hopelessness, and it just seems like you feel like you need to leave. You also could be being pulled to, like, is the grass green on the other side? And maybe now you're like, maybe I need to see, like, I've got nothing to lose. I might as well go and see if the grass is green on the other side. So I kind of feel like something's going on where you feel like you have nothing to lose, and you are walking away or letting something go or someone go. Yeah. So I feel like it's time for some of you to follow your heart or some sort of calling. All right. Yeah. So hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.